Horns up, metalheads. Welcome to Radioactive Metal, the interviews. In this episode, Snowy sits down to speak with Brazilian thrashers Nervosa. I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try anyway. So Snowy sat down to talk with the bassist and vocalist Fernanda Liraright. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, boy, am I sorry. But anyway, these girls rock, right? What a killer band. Snowy had a killer interview. So grab a beer, sit back, kick back, relax, and enjoy this interview with Nervosa.
Right now you're off touring your latest release, Agony, which I believe is just a couple months old now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see you're smiling about it already. That's a good sign. I can tell that you're really stoked. You're really stoked about it. So
I
far.
really am. You know, like one of these days, a girl asked me, like, in an interview, like, are you in love? And I said, like, yes, I'm in love with her new album. That's what I But I really like Agony. Yeah, it's a little bit over 2 months old now. We released in beginning of June, first week of June. And I really like this album. I think we wanted it to be, you know, a step further from the last album. And I think we really could achieve that. This album is more aggressive, it's more brutal, it's faster, it's rawer, and there's a little bit more death metal on it. So that's why maybe I'm totally in love with it. We are really happy with the result of the album. Really happy.
Right on. Okay, it's still, like you said, it's only been a couple of months, but have you gotten a response back from people about it?
It's been crazy. I mean, in not only in the media, you know, like people on the reviews, we've got some awesome like reviews from the album, but mainly the fans. They've been writing us so many cool stuff, and after the shows, they're always complimenting the album. They felt like it's a little bit superior than the other album, which is a good sign because that's what we expected, you know, it to be. And yeah, the feedback has been just great. And sales wise, we sold out of vinyls already, like some times, and like pre-orders were crazy. So I think all of this is a good sign, but mainly like the feedback we get from the fans is always the most important, and they seem to be pretty happy with the outcome, and I'm really happy that they are happy.
Right. This is your second full length with Napalm?
Yes.
You must be really excited to be working with them.
Oh yeah, they are a really good label. I mean, like since day one, when they wrote us on our email before we released our first EP, we could feel that they believed the band and believed our music and our work as much as we do. And I think this is very important when you're dealing with any kind of relationship like this, especially like business relationship like that. It's important that the people involved are as excited as you are about your work, you know, and they showed this from the beginning. They were really supportive, really comprehensive by the fact that we live far away, so it might make things a little bit more difficult sometimes and everything. They're really supportive, comprehensive, and all the great work they do, like not only distribution wise, but like press wise. They get us some cool features and everything, and everyone's super cool. They're super young, super into metal. It's just, I consider them a family. That's what I consider. It's a really good relation we have with them.
Excellent. And I don't mean to segregate here, but I noticed there are a lot of really awesome female artists on Napalm. They just brought OTEP in, and Mortillery has been in there for a while, and Diamonds up here in Canada.
I think that's one of their trademarks, you know? Like, they are really known for having lots of these bands with women. We have like Nervosa, we have, as you said, like Mortillery, we have Unleash the Archers, we have Huntress, we have, I think Liv Christine is on the label, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
We've got like many girls on the Ginger. I mean, and I like that. I feel really comfortable because I really think there should be more and more women involved in metal, and I feel comfortable that we are in a label that embraces women in metal and respect them as they are, you know. This is really cool.
Right on. You guys hail from Brazil. Okay. And I guess Brazil's biggest export in metal would be Sepultura. And every time, I see you guys in the press or just some sort of blurb about it, it's always, the female Sepultura. And I'm like, why? Why are you saying that? Just because they're from Brazil? Come on. Like, I'm sure it's a compliment, but...
Yeah, to me, I take it, even though I think it's not, because you can't beat Sepultura. But I feel really flattered, like I take it more as a compliment than as a label, I really take it as a compliment because we all know like Sepultura was, as you said, like the biggest export we had from Brazil, and being compared to them, it's like, to me, it's even heresy because, you just can't beat Sepultura. And I think no other band will be as important as they were because not only because they released some of the best thrash metal albums we have out there, but also because of the importance they have not only for Brazilian but South American bands. They were the band that showed us that yes, you can be a fucked up metalhead from from the third world, from Brazil, and you can make it. Mm-hmm. You can do it. Mm-hmm. That message is really important, and I don't think any other band will be able, to be as important as they were, not only for the metal scene in general, but to, as this hope symbol for all the bands in Brazil.
That's definitely a great way of looking at it. Apart from Sepultura, who else made you want to do this? Like, which band says, man, I have to do that?
Yeah, I've been born and raised in a metal environment. My dad is a metalhead, so I'm used. Yeah, so since I was a child, I'm used to, to listening to metal and stuff like that. So since my earliest memories, like from 7 years old, 8 years old, I have memories listening to metal because of my dad. But when I really felt like having a band, a thrash metal band, because I had other bands before from other genres like traditional metal and melodic death metal and melodic metal. I played many stuff, but the band which made me want to have a thrash metal band was definitely Nuclear Assault. Yeah, when I listened to them, I was like, I think it was probably one of the first thrash metal bands that I listened to, except for Slayer, for example. But the way they do thrash metal is of course I love Slayer, I even have the tattoo here, but the way Nuclear Assault writes thrash metal, it's my way of metal. Like that, that old school kind of vibe, and the choruses and the catchy riffs and stuff like that, really fast. So when I listened to that, I was like, okay, I gotta have a thrash metal band. It completely blew my mind. It changed my whole style, to dress and everything. And of course, after that, I started listening to other bands like DRI and Suicidal Tendencies and Death Angel and all these bands from Violence and of course later the German thrash bands like Anchor and Destruction Soda. But definitely Nuclear Assault was the one that made me want to have a thrash metal band. I really like it's specifically Game Over the Plague.
I remember it well. I was there when it first came out.
My god, you're so lucky.
Just a little while ago, and we've had this gentleman on a couple times, but just recently we had Schmier from Destruction on. And then the reason I'm bringing this up because you mentioned the word Nervosa around him, and he's like, they're so great, do something with them, you gotta talk to them. He loves that. I figured you'd want to hear that.
Yeah.
When did you first meet Mr. Schmier?
When I first met Schmier, I think I was still doing some work. Yes, I was doing some work, and because before having the band, I worked a lot as a metal journalist, so I did everything on the metal scene, live reviews, live pictures, and album reviews and interviews, everything. I had a TV show, I have a radio show, and I got the chance to interview him for my radio show.
Right on.
And then he put me on the list, and because we kind of became friends after that, and so he put me on the list, and then we became more friends. Oh, that's cool. And I think I was starting to have a band back then. And then when we released our first video clip, I sent him the video.
Okay.
And he was completely blown away. He posted on his Facebook page, like 3 girls, like crazy, playing thrash metal only in Brazil. And like a couple of days after that, our label got in touch with us. So I'm pretty sure he contributed to that, you know, like spreading the word. And after that, we played with them a couple of times in Brazil. And we've become like close friends, and he's a really nice person.
He is.
He really likes the band. He really supports the band. He supported since day one. Since the first day he knew about the band, he was always there to support us. He's a really great guy, and he personally invited us to the tour we're doing with them now in Europe in September, October. It's going to be us, Destruction, Flotsam and Jetsam, and Enforcer.
Right.
And
all those bands we've had on this year.
Yeah.
So this is awesome.
Yeah, so he personally invited us. He said, "You girls, I was looking for a band. Now I'm not looking anymore. You girls are going to be like on the perfect spot for this." He's just really, I'm really flattered because he's one of my, Destruction is one of the most influential thrash bands to me. And he's one of my main influences on vocals for Nervosa. So when I listen to something like that, I even have to, you know, like pinch myself. I'm like, because it's really cool. It really means a lot to me and makes me really feel fulfilled.
Right on. We are kind of looking at the clock. I'm going to let you get on with your evening here. What is a Nervosa? Like, I didn't even heard of this word until, like, I heard about this band and all. I was like, okay, I'm going to run that by her.
Nervosa is a word in Portuguese which means angry girl.
Oh!
Nice. As you can see, I'm only an angry girl on stage. Off stage, I'm pretty okay. But yeah, we like this name since the beginning because we wanted a short name in Portuguese, which is our mother language, easy to be remembered, easy to be pronounced, you know, like everywhere. And female name, because Nervosa means angry girl specifically, because we're girls, we thought of that. So this name is just like perfect. We wanted something like Sepultura, because it's in Portuguese, it's like easy to be remembered, just one word. We wanted something like that, and I think Nervosa fits pretty well the purpose.
Perfect. You know what? That's going to be the name of this episode, Angry Girl.
Angry Girl. They won't understand anything because I'll be like laughing and speaking like so sweet, you know. But don't fool yourself. I can be an angry girl sometimes, especially when I'm hungry.
All right, we hope you enjoyed our interview with Nervosa bassist Fernanda Liraright. Snowy had a great time talking to her. We really enjoyed having her on the show. So until next time, guys, horns up, rock out.
Visit us at radioactivemetal.org or go to iTunes for past episodes and write a review. Listen to us live every Thursday night on purerockradio.net. You can also listen to us on Stitcher.com, TuneIn.com, Google Play, and all the other podcast aggregators. You can purchase the music featured in this episode by going to radioactivemetal.org and clicking on the episode link. Leave us a voicemail. We want to hear from you. Call 321-80-HEAVY or 321-804-3289. We may even play it on the show. Email us at radmetal666@gmail.com with suggestions or for indie spotlight submissions. Follow us at facebook.com/radmetal, twitter.com/radmetal666, and instagram.com/radioactivemetal. This has been a presentation of Radioactive Metal. It's not metal unless it's radioactive metal.